guys, I just got back home after taking Roxy to the yard, loading the car, loading Eclair, driving to a show that's local to where we live for a change today. Dropped them off, unloaded everything, and then I've just come back home to check the horses. We had lots and lots of rain yesterday, but it's very mild. So just going to go around and check everybody. I don't think I'll need to do any water this morning. Cronky. This is Kronk. Kronk is 4 years old. Hi, Cronky. And he lives with Tonto. No, Kronk. Cronky. No. It's biting my shoe. Tonto is very, 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 very old now. Aren't you? Hey. You're very, 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 very old. So this is the first show of the season. First attempt at getting some points. Guess what? It's raining. We got there in plenty of time to watch Roxy warm up before she went into the ring. Following on from her cross-country training, she was throwing her hands into the jump a little bit too much, and I have to admit I was a little concerned for the competition. Come on, Rox. Come on, Eclair. That I'm stressed or that nervous or even that bothered. I always just want Roxy to be safe, and today I just really, really wanted her to do well, and she did. She's nailed it. Got to do it again though, 5 centimetres higher. Too fast. results couldn't have got any better. First place in the Club Elite and first place in the Prepper 1 metre 10. Very painful setting the alarm clock for 4 o'clock in the morning. Clocks go back tonight, so we do gain an hour's sleep, which might help a tiny bit. Not envying Roxy for the long day ahead tomorrow. She's jumping late in the afternoon, so fingers crossed everything pans out okay. This is the first time that I've managed to sleep without worrying about the clocks changing automatically on my phone. So we need to leave at 4:30 and we're all sorted. And just remember to check the normal clock, which is 5:25. So all the phones have updated, but normally I really stress about that. Anyway, right, that's good. Let's get shoes on and go.
It's like that I'm going out like this because it's freezing outside.
It's not really freezing. It's not really even winter, but at 4 o'clock in the morning it feels like it. So it's just before 7 o'clock and we're just getting back home. 7 o'clock in the morning. So we left home at just after 4:30. Got to the yard just before 5:30. Groomed, bandaged and loaded Eclair. And now we've come back home to sort the animals out because we're home alone. So unfortunately we can't go straight to the show with them. Okay. Yeah, luckily one of the other girls that's competing has taken Roxy with her in the car. And we're going to join them a bit later. The good thing about the clocks changing is that about 10 minutes after we got back from dropping Roxy to take Eclair to the show, it was daylight. So I'm actually just coming out now to check all of the horses, do the morning hay, most importantly to check Jasper and Kronk and make sure that they had a good first night together without any incident. So let's hope so. And it's supposed to be dry today, but it's very drizzly, very misty. It was foggy driving in the dark this morning, which wasn't very nice, and it's very, very damp. So kind of hoping that the weather improves. If not, it's going to be miserable for Roxy having a 14-hour day at the show. Hi guys, so it's a much more reasonable hour of the day. Lexi's all set to go as her Halloween groom for Roxy. We've just got just under an hour of driving before we find her, ready to help Roxy get ready for Halloween and her 1 metre 5 and 1 metre 10 today at a completely new yard that we've never been to before. Let's go.
Bye guys.
Eclair doesn't look very happy. Oh, I missed it. I missed it, you're lucky. Your girth is very loose. Don't know what he thinks of his fancy dress, but he's been a good boy. Seems nice and calm. Roxy was definitely feeling a little bit apprehensive. It was the first time they'd ridden at a show in an indoor arena for nearly 12 months, and she had been working away in Ireland for 2 weeks, straight back to school for 1 week, and had only had one jumping session on Eclair in almost a month. So to cut a bad round short, it was the worst performance that Roxy and Eclair have ever done. They had points for bars, they had points for refusals, and they had points for time penalties. So yeah, not a good round at all. We did adapt Eclair's Halloween costume for the next round, but I don't think it was anything to do with that. It was just a combination of things and a little bit of not the best riding from Roxy, should we say. Plus, I forgot to mention that we'd also changed Eclair's bit. So that didn't help either, I don't think, for Roxy, definitely, psychologically. I felt for Roxy heading into the big 1 metre 10 class after such a disastrous first round. However, they did a lot better. It still wasn't perfect, it still wasn't that pretty, but they got round with just 1 bar, so a definite improvement on the previous round.
We are just leaving the show. It is 35 minutes past 5. We're now following Idlin, our coach, in the lorry. We've got an hour and a quarter to go from here to the stables. Then from the stables we've got 45 minutes to go home. So it's about 3 hours until we're going to be home. So it's going to be about 20 to 9 by the time we get home.
Because we've got to sort Eclair out.
Because we've got to sort Eclair out once we're at the stables. So now I will tell you the results of Roxy. So the first round, most importantly, she won the fancy dress, which is good. She got a cool prize. She got some M&Ms, a plaque, a flow, so that's a rosette, and yeah, it's a really cool prize. Sunglasses, Leclerc sunglasses, which is funny. Like a torch keyring thing, and a few other bits. So that was really fun. In the Krabali, it was not the best. She took 2 poles, and as a result of taking one of the poles, she didn't take the shortcut properly, which made her go out the side of the jump on the next jump. She got several penalty points and she went over the time. So she wasn't at all happy, but then for the next round, which was prepper 1 metre 10, she did quite well and she only got 4 points. So that's much better and she was much happy for that. Much happier for that.